Morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still got plenty of stuff to work on in these live streams. Think of them like office hours. I'm here to practice stuff that I'm trying to refine, trying to improve, or answering questions in the different YouTube chats that I have up on my other monitor here. There are over 500 live streams that I've done with timestamps in the description to show what I was practicing or what kind of question I was answering. Now, because I've been drumming since 1998, because I've been teaching since 2003, and because I've taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student, I get questions about how to get better out as a performer and how to get better as an educator. I will often edit those, put them in this drumming tips playlist that has over 20 hours of drumming Q&A on a range of topics. The first thing that I talk about is whatever the title is, so like how long it takes to actually get good at drums. And then if it says and other drumming tips, that means there are more topics inside of there that's not related to that. If it does not say that, then that means that's the only thing I talk about. So, for example, in drumming tip number 100, the only thing I talk about for about 15 minutes is whether or not it's worth it to get a doctorate in music education, because somebody asked some questions about that. So I talk about it there. So check this out. Drumming tips playlist, over 100 different videos, over 20 hours. You can find that in my home tab of YouTube. Now, I'm going to be working on paradiddles today. I'm going to warm up, stretch and massage, and then grind out paradiddles slowly. And this exercise that I'm going to work on, it breaks it down into different mechanical groupings, so that way you can speed up your paradiddles. Now, when I started these streams, I started it at 20 beats a minute, and we've slowly gone up one click at a time. Today I'm starting, I believe, at 50. So that's where we're going to be starting at, nice and slow. But first I got to get motivated with Shia LaBeouf. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Wow, Shia LaBeouf. Everybody's super motivated. I'm ready to drum. Here we go. I'm going to my home tab of YouTube. On my home tab of YouTube, there's thousands, plural, of free resources that you can use to practice and improve your drumming. If you want to improve your chops, there's over 90 exercises in these different playlists. There's over 1,000 grid variations just in this section alone. Click on the header and it shows you all the different playlists for all the different rudiments. Limb independence is what I was practicing yesterday. Every one of these playlists links to a video towards the top that shows you how to develop limb independence using a series of steps that I demonstrate in the video. There's over 500 marching bass drum exercises. There's a bunch of scores and ensembles in like cadences and stuff. There's also sight reading exercises. These become public starting in November, I believe. There's almost 500 technique exercises. And then finally, there's over 20 hours of me responding to questions in this drumming tips playlist. And then in this drumming lessons playlist, there's a bunch of videos on a very specific topic, like intro to tenor playing zones, or how to fix the weak sounding drum rolls, or how to speed up any rudiment. So highly recommend checking out those drumming lessons. They are scripted lessons on a very specific topic to help you speed up your drumming. Now, I am going to be warming up with the exercise that I'm going to grind out. It's in the technique section, so if we scroll down to here, click on the header, and it's inside of the Rudiment Builders playlist. So there's a ton of different playlists in here to work on, like your flams, or your stick control, or your roll timing, or whatever it is that you want to work on. I'm going into this one. It's currently got 46 videos inside of it, and the one that I'm going to do is towards the top. This one works on paradiddles. And so I'm going to turn up the volume, and then it's going to start counting off. Now, this is just picking up where I left off previously, but if you want to go slower, this one goes as slow as 20 beats a minute, and if you want to go faster, it goes as fast as 160 beats a minute every single click in between. Just click on the timestamp, and then it takes you to that BPM, and it counts off. Speaking of, we're at 50. We're going to play this 5 times, stretch and massage, and then we'll continue the grind. Don't project your own feelings onto others. Lucky for me, every day I get people come into the streams or leave comments who say they love these resources. Now these are downstrokes because I'm playing the first note of the paradiddle. So rather than playing these as legato strokes right here, I'm playing them as downstrokes. That makes it so that I can prepare myself to be able to play the paradiddles right here. So this first half right here does it off the right, does it off the left. But what it's doing is it's playing the mechanical grouping with the diddle part. So the fastest that you can play this rhythm is the fastest that you can play a paradiddle because it's the paradiddle minus that second note right here. So we have paradiddle is the same thing as without that one note in there. Now the second half of this is doing the first part of the paradiddle, and it's actually a herta with an accent. So all it's doing is taking off the last note. The second note of that diddle right there. So instead of playing paradiddle, paradiddle, you're playing like that. Okay? So this exercise is breaking a paradiddle down into just different mechanical groupings. So that's the whole purpose of this. And I'm going slow to fast to slowly refine the technique while playing this. Even though I can play much faster than this, I'm intentionally slowing it down so I can refine the technique. Now the hertas. What are you agreeing to? Ohayou gozaimasu. Now it ends with the eighth note here, just so you can switch to the other hand, start the line on the other hand. Stay nice and relaxed with these accents. Yo to you. So I'm going to play it 2 more times, and then I'll do the stretch and massage routine, which my right forearm needs this morning. Alrighty, and go. I do it every morning. Just keep my hands healthy. But first, get your blood flowing. Hey, I appreciate it. Last rep. tap-offs take forever. A free kite. Sweet. Now I'm going to stretch and massage. The first one that I'm going to do stretches the sides of the forearm. So you take your sticks, you hold them in your palms facing up. You pull in, you push through. It looks blurry, but it feels great. Ah, there we go. We got clarity. Hold it here for a wee bit. And then to get out of the stretch, just go out the way that you came. So just reverse order. Now, if you do traditional grip or other rotary motions like Steven's grip, rotate and hold the one end of the extreme and then rotate and hold the other end of the extreme for like 20 to 30 seconds. I don't do those anymore, so I'm not going to worry about that. Today, I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm, so I'm going to pull back like this. It's stretching along here. You could do this on your pad, or you do this on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Do not put all your weight into it. Let's get relaxed. Yeah. Next, I'm going to do the top side of the forearm. So we're massaging, or rather stretching up here. You could do it one at a time like this. You could do this on your pad. You could do this one on your legs if you're sitting down. Or if you do this one on the wall, the higher you go, the deeper the stretch. It's kind of like you're doing Thriller. Don't put all your weight into it. And the final stretch, thumb to thumb. Get everything relaxed. Do. ASMR? Oh, little one. Enjoy. Free of charge. Another one. Another one. Okay, so this is the final stretch. Now I'm going to do a quick massage routine. Were I the only one here? We're both here. We're here together. We're both practicing. Not everyone's willing to wake up. The next one I'm going to do is massage. So what I'm going to do is massage up and down the forearm, thumb on top, and then fingers underneath. So I'm going like on the muscle. This is for the match grip. As well as like around it and in between it, etc. So trying to get nice and relaxed. Loosen everything up. Work your way around. Do. There's also a horizontal and vertical version of the stream. So some people are in the vertical. Some people prefer horizontal. Some people prefer the Instagram. Some people prefer Twitch. But on Instagram, you can't chat there. You can't ask a question. Wherever, you can watch it. Or don't. That's fine. Either way, I'm going to practice. Next, what I'm going to do is massage the palm with the thumb. The fingers are massaging the back side of the hand. Just trying to loosen up the hand. You'll notice with the stretching routine and the massage that I go from the forearm to the hand to the fingers. Working my way down. Trying to relax everything. Okay. Final massage is base the tip of each one of the fingers. Just wiggle your way down while massaging. Loosen it up. Off-roll pad looks nice. I like it. It's good. I need to replace the center laminate, but not completely dead yet. Highly recommend it. I've actually got a video in the tips and lessons section that like talks about why I like this pad and why I prefer it with the laminate. I've got another one that's over there that's got it without the laminate. And I prefer this. It's more articulate. So if you actually go to the home tab of my YouTube and you go past all of the thousands of play-alongs, scroll down past all of these. Inside of the tips and lessons section, there's over 20 hours of tips in here. There's also all the scripted drumming lessons, but then this has the drumming product reviews, like the Off-World Invader, as well as the other pad that's under it. Now, these are not sponsored. These were not given to me for free. I purchased them, and they're just my personal opinion on these pads as somebody who's been drumming for decades and teaching for decades. But anyways, we stretched the massage, so now I'm going to go back into the technique section, and I'm going to continue to refine my paradiddles. Just play them nice and relaxed. So I'm going back into the Rudiment Builders playlist, and I'm doing Paradiddle Zoom Zoom. You're thinking of purchasing one? Yeah, check out that review on there. It'll give you some insights into what I think about it and some of the affordances and constraints of it. Some of the pros and cons. Here we go, 55. Wow, so fast. Whoops. So I'm trying to relax my left because I march traditional, but now I play match. My left is not where I want it to be in terms of the technique because I spent so many years playing traditional grip. So I'm trying to make up for lost time. Mm-hmm. 57. 10 above my agent number. Here we go. So I'm agent 47. Woo! 58, so fast. Cool. 59. Now, when playing through this, the very last eighth note on here is a legato stroke. It's an up stroke because you're going to play an accent in left hand into another accent in left hand right here. So whenever you play that paradiddle, make sure that it starts up high and it ends up high on the release of each one of the lines. All of the other ones are downstrokes because you're playing the downstroke leading into here, but because this is a turnaround where it's switching it to play the whole thing off the left right here, or a turnaround right here to play off the right, it's a legato stroke. So just make sure that last one, keep it up. Pro tip from a pro gamer. All right, we're now at 7 billion beats a minute. Try and keep up. Hey, we got the downbeat. Yeah, 60. Woo! Up. Up. Whee! Cool. So just try and remember upstroke on the last note of each line. These are all downstrokes. Whoopsies. Dancing helps. Can I play some old school corn stuff? No, I'm allergic to corn. Oh, that's weird. YouTube blocked your comment. You only get the urge to practice paradiddles when your neighbors are asleep. That's funny. I don't know why YouTube blocked that one. Yeah, I'm sure they love that. But to answer your question, looks like it says Fusion. My monitor is far away, so it's a little hard to read. But this is not like a cover stream. This is like office hours. I'm here to practice. Right now I'm practicing this exercise. And if people have questions about how to get better at performing or teaching, then I answer those questions. And I will often put those answers inside of this drumming tips playlist, which is all the way down here on my home tab. There's 20 hours of me responding to different questions on stream. That's edited, by the way. And then there's a bunch of scripted lessons in here to like help out with how to hold traditional grip, etc. But I don't do the cover stuff, one, because it's actually illegal. You're breaking copyright law when you do that, unless you have a mechanical license to actually do the cover. And two, I'm like, this is a different type of stream, so I'm like practicing these like different exercises and then just answering questions for people who want to get better at performing or teaching. Anyways, I'm inside of this technique section for all these different sections because there's so many different play-alongs in here, literally thousands of free resources. You gotta click on the header to actually show all of them. But I'm doing this one, which helps to speed up your paradiddles. I feel like it's in the wrong spot. Are you in the wrong spot? Yeah, weren't we just at like a different BPM? Am I misremembering? Let's check out the instant replay. Today's episode of How Fast Was I Playing? Yeah, 63. What happened? YouTube? What happened? Do. Rudiment Builders. Paradiddle Zoom Zoom. My wife named it. It makes me laugh. I go, haha. Okay, inside of all these thousands of play-alongs, just click whatever BPM you want in the timestamp. So if we were at 63, we can say, hey, I want to play this at 63. And then lo and behold, it taps off. Wow. Super fancy. Whee! Now, I'm practicing this a couple days ago. We started at 20. This feels so fast compared to that. We'll eventually be twice as fast as this, but not yet. Gotta go up one click. Gotta earn it. I'm focusing on relaxing my left thumb and maintaining an American grip as opposed to a German on my left hand. Word from today's sponsor, water. It tastes great. Oishikatta desu. Okie dokie. Ooh, we got that tap off. Nice. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for the comment. No, really, nothing. Okay. Glad to see we don't have any 5-year-olds in the chat. Good. Almost at 70. Wow, so fast. So, I'm assuming you're new here. That's not the vibe of the stream. There's a certain, like, maturity threshold, and if you're coming in here, 1, talking about political stuff, and 2, making sex jokes, that's just not the vibe, dude. So, either you can follow the rules, or I'll just ban you. Your call. Either way, we're at 70 beats a minute. Stay nice and relaxed with the accents. Just pull them back, let the weight do the work for it. Mm-hmm, 71. So even though you won't ever be able to ask a question about how to get better as a drummer or as an educator, you can still use the thousands of free resources that are in here. And you can see other questions that people have asked, like the 20 hours of me responding to questions that are on the stream, as well as the drumming lessons that I've done that are answering some specific questions that people have had. You can check those out. But unfortunately, you will not be able to ask them. So, matane! Inside of the Rudiment Builders. Boop! Going back to the Paradiddle Zoom Zoom. And we were at 72. So I'm going to go to the timestamps in the description of all these thousands of free resources. You just go into here, and then it taps off. 73. The goal is to get to 80 today. And then I'll chop out. And then we'll call it a day for this. Remember, keep that last eighth note on here. Whoa! As no! Keep that last eighth note as an upstroke, so that way you can prepare yourself for that turnaround. I think I was at 73 and going into 74. Ready and go in. Sweet! 5 more reps, and then I'm going to chop out. So at the end, I like to chop out with like something for fun. But first I got to earn it. Sorry. Adjusting something on the other monitor. Boop, 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 doop. There we go. Hello! Jared said hi. Four more reps. Three more reps. Two more reps. My thumb came off the stick at the end. Too relaxed. Last rep. For now. I was too busy thinking about the exercise that I was going to play next that I just like totally missed that first part there. Ignore that. You did not hear that. I've never made a mistake in my life. Here we go. Wow. The stick just like completely stopped it. Get some help. Let's try that again. We'll eventually get it. That's what I get for making the joke about not making mistakes. Slur that out a little bit. Sweet. So that was Paradiddle Zoom Zoom, which my wife named, and it's inside of this Rudiment Builders playlist. This playlist currently has 46 videos in here, but there are a bunch more that are related to technique. If you go to my home tab, scroll down to the technique section, just click on the header and it shows you all the different playlists inside of here, so you too can work on your technique. And if you're like, well, what do I focus on? Check out the drumming tips. It's got over 20 hours of Q&A, and check out the drumming lessons, which are like the scripted lessons, me showing you specific things about technique or practicing, etc. I'm going to chop out. I save this for the end. It's kind of like the dessert. It's the fun thing to do. I'm going to go into the chop section, and I'm going to do an exercise called Slow Paradiddle, which is an interesting variation that makes it so that you play paradiddles with the accent. There's a bunch of different variations inside of here for different rudiments. I'm going to just do the basic version with flam drags. Inside of the timestamps of the description of all these thousands of play-alongs, you can pick whatever BPM you want to start at. I'm going to start at 100, and I'm just going to go up 10 clicks at a time because I'm chopping out, as opposed to what I was just doing where I was practicing something and I was going one click at a time because I'm actively trying to refine it. So paradiddles are the accents. So we have paradiddle, paradiddle, hence the name. Slow paradiddle. Now flam drag. Diddle, paradiddle. I left off a flam and I was like, wait, that was not correct. All right, now we'll go up at 10. Whee! So again, the paradiddle, paradiddle is in the accent. Okay? Right, left, right, left, right, left. Click. All the BPMs down here that end with a 0 or a 5 give you this like few seconds to get ready. Otherwise, it just like immediately taps off. Sweet. 130. Click. Sweet. 140. This one's hard to play fast because of how many flams there are. Just keeps going. Oh, good pop. 140. This will probably be my breaking point. My hands feel lethargic today. So do I. Just one of those days. 150 is still it's a good speed, good pace. Alright, I didn't completely fall apart, so we're gonna go until I do. But first, I need water. Man, my back is sore. It's like hard to bend over. I think I tweaked it working out. Whoops. Mizu o nomimashita. Oishikatta desu. Alright. 160. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Flam sevens. Here we go. That was brisk. Sorry, read through the comments. You struggle to get your doubles at 100 BPM while playing? I've actually got 2 videos that are coming out about that in the next couple of weeks. That highlight some different like free resources that you can use. And it's gonna come out inside of the drumming lessons playlist. So inside of here, the 2 videos are Doko desu ka? This one. So how to fix weak sounding drum rolls. It might be a different title for you. But it's got this title right here. Where this one talks about how to work specifically on the strength of the second note of the diddles. So instead of playing rolls that sound like this, you can get that second note nice and high. But then another one that's going to come out is this one. So how to play clean diddles every single time. But until then, because those come out in like 4 and 5 weeks, I think, something like that. There's actually in the drumming tips section right here. If you scroll all the way down to the drumming tips area, inside of here is over 20 hours of me answering different questions on the streams. And there's 2 different videos that start off talking about the exact same question you had, because it's a very common question. So inside of here, I gotta scroll down a little bit. But drumming tip number 92 talks about how to improve the second note of a diddle. And drumming tip number 83, a thorough approach for learning and refining your diddles, shows you some different exercises that you can use for this. So that's 92 and 83. So what you'll do is you'll watch those videos to see what I'm talking about in terms of how to work on it. But then if you go into the technique section, this is where you'll find some different exercises for it. So for example, double beat variations is a great way to work on it. Some of the other stuff that I talk about is playing the triplet diddle variations or the 16th note diddle variations, etc. Or even without like a play along, you can literally just like put like a towel on top of your pad, which is why that particular thumbnail has a towel, like several towels all over myself while playing. It makes it so that you can build up the chops to be able to get that second note louder. But another thing that you can work on is in the double stop playlist. So inside of the double stop variations right here, this has some exercises like isolated diddles, which helps you to isolate out what each hand is doing. So the top line right here is just eighth notes. So that's what your hand will do if you're playing a roll. And then the check beforehand. So this is... it's like scratching a record like a DJ. That's funny. This line is basically what your right hand plays right here. Okay. So what it's doing with this exercise is it's playing it off the right. Then where it says B, that means both for double stops. And then off the left, and then B. So this makes it so that you can hear how does each hand sound on its own, whether it's to the right or the left, but also as double stops. What you want are popping sounds as opposed to like a really bad sounding flam. That will allow you to hear, is my right hand and my left hand the exact same interpretation for this? And if you play along to this, you'll be able to hear what it feels and sounds like, okay? So this could be a good exercise for you, but also check out the exercises that I talk about in drumming tip number 92 and 83. And again, all of these resources are on my home tab. So just click on the name, and you can go to the different sections. So the sections that I was just in was in the chop section. It was like 2 weeks ago, I was practicing some grid variations. Tomorrow, I'll practice limb independent stuff. There's a ton of different things in here to work on your playing. But if you see any of those videos that say members first, like this one that I was talking about for you for that'll come out in a few weeks, all of them will come out for free. There's around 600 of them. But if you click on any video, whether it's members first or not, that's what the join button is, and it gives you early access to all of those around 600 or so videos that are all scheduled to release. So every day there's a brand new play along, and then every Monday there's a new drumming lesson like this, and then every Friday there's a new drumming tip, which is where I'm like answering these questions like I am right now, but like an edited version of it. So every day there's at least one, if not two, different videos that come out for free. But if you want that early access, it's 99 cents. That's the cheapest price that I can make it on YouTube. And you get early access to all of them. Or just wait. It might be a year and a half until a particular play along comes out, but it'll all come out for free. So I don't sell educational content. I just give it away. Play rush E? No, I don't like to rush. I like to stay in time. I don't like to drag either. So thank you for the suggestion, though. If you enjoy these free resources, there's thousands of them. I organize them as neatly as I can on YouTube, but every single one of the play-alongs and drumming lessons, if you go to the top link, it takes you to here, which is jaredoleary.com/drum, and there's everything organized neater than I can on YouTube. So, for example, here's all the chop stuff, here's all of the 1,000+ grid variations, here's what I'm going to be practicing tomorrow, all the limb independent stuff, all the marching bass, all the drumline cadences, all the sight reading exercises, the nearly 500 technique exercises, and then all of the drumming tips. So here's where you'll get the 20-ish hours of drumming tips, and then here's where you can find all of the scripted lessons on different stuff, whether it's like speeding up your diddles or whatever. Another thing, actually, say desk. Desk amori, like desk glove. That's funny. This video might help you out as how to speed up any rudiment. So this is also in the drumming lesson section. So again, if you don't want to go to my website, that's totally fine. Just go to the home tab and scroll down to here and check out the drumming lessons. So this one, it talks about paradiddles, but this works for any type of rudiment. So inside of this video, it talks about two different things. One is the like mental framing of how you're thinking about like a roll. So for example, if I'm playing a roll, if I'm doing this, I'm not going right, right, left, left, 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 right, right. I'm not doing that. So what I'm doing is just thinking of like the group of notes, whether it's 2 notes or 4 notes, by doing it like that, etc. So whatever it is that you're working on, the mental framing, the first part can help out with that. But also the second half of this video talks about exercises like I was just playing through, which is the Paradiddle Zoom Zoom, that breaks down the mechanics of a particular rhythm that you're working on. But practicing for so long, you feel like there's something wrong with you? No. It's not a you thing. It's just a common issue. So I've been teaching for context since 2003. And I've taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. So like I've seen the full range of like literally 5-year-olds like learning how to play the drums to like graduate students. And it's just time. You just have to learn the reframings like mentally and then the things to physically practice. And so this video, how to speed up any rudiment, can help you out with that. And then all of the other resources that I pointed to can point to specific exercises that can help you like build up your speed with it. Just give it time. But there's multiple different ways that you can play a roll. So for example, like this is a wrist roll where I'm just playing. So just playing it, literally wristing every single one of the strokes. But then there's also a controlled rebound where I'm not playing every one of those, like wristing them all. I'm just getting a single stroke, getting 2 notes out of it, or 3. So if I want to do 3s, 4s, whatever when working on it, that just comes with time. And these exercises can help you out with that. But it feels like it's holding you back. Yeah, I mean, there will always be something that will hold you back. And I mean that in a positive way. Like, it's okay. This is just one thing for you to work on. But, like, I've been drumming for almost 30 years, and I'm still refining my technique, still trying to work on stuff, still trying to improve. And that's part of the fun part about it, is, like, there's always more to work on. So don't beat yourself up about it. But that being said, there are some videos that talk about, like, the mindset with practicing and, like, not being too hard on yourself. So inside of this drumming tips playlist, there's like different stuff like how to prevent burnout or like perfectionism. It might actually end up holding you back. So like check out some of the different topics related to that can help you out with that. Like this one, drumming tip 130, mistakes will happen. Here's how to get over them. Or if you're not making much progress because you're distracted and feeling burned out, that could be a good one. Or yeah, any of these other ones. There's a bunch in there. Tons. Why you go to my own YouTube channel? Because I'm showing the resources that are on here. So it's a lot of stuff. And so I'm trying to show like, hey, here's what I was just practicing earlier. Like the slow paradiddle variation was in this chop section. It's inside of this playlist. Or what I was practicing earlier was inside of the technique section. So that's the reason why I'm demonstrating my own YouTube channel, is because I'm trying to show here's where you can find all those free resources. But anyways, I'm going to get ready to play Yakuza Like a Dragon. I had to end my stream yesterday, like mid-cutscene. Like, literally just paused midway through it. So we'll pick up right where I left off there. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably take me like 15 minutes to get myself ready. But tomorrow I'll be back on Drum Kit working on limb-independent stuff. But just a quick reminder, it's drumming tip 92 and 83 that focus on the different roll exercises. So watch those too. And then that video on how to play faster rudiments. But if you enjoy these free resources, there's thousands of them. Just share them with somebody else. If you don't enjoy these free resources, share them with an enemy. Goodbye.